So, think logistics. That sounds really loud. Is it really loud? Okay. So what is Think Logistics? Well, it's an award-winning project that has been initiated by Steve Granite of Abbey Logistics, and it's supported by logistics employers and professional bodies. And what we aim to do is to raise young people's awareness of the logistics industry. If you ask any young person, what do they think logistics is? A lot of them wouldn't know where to start, really. So what we aim to do is to raise the awareness of the industry, and also to give them an idea of the multiple career pathways that are open to them within the industry. Okay, so we've heard quite a few times today already about the shortages that are in the industry. It's not unique to the UK, but you know, there's all those other challenges as well with Brexit. But what we focus on is the skills shortage. I think it's been well documented that the workforce is an ageing workforce. We need to attract young talent. 9% of the workforce is under 25, and over 45% are over 45. So we do need to do something about it. Women are underrepresented in the industry, and there's a word there saying it's the worst for recruiting school leavers. What I'd like to think is that it's not the best for attracting school leavers. We don't make ourselves the most attractive industry. So we aim to try and do something about that. We do have demand for IT, customer service, problem-solving skills. We spoke earlier about telematics and robotics. They're all things that will appeal to our current school leavers. So we have to make them aware that our industry needs those people. Just to let you know some of the achievements that we've done as Think Logistics, Career Ready. Each year we deliver a workshop to over 1,000 young people. Now the workshop is something that very often it's that initial piece of interest, if you will, that the young people get of the logistics industry. It's their introduction to it and makes them aware of what the industry is all about and the supply chain. We do very interactive activities with them to make them aware of what's going on in the industry. So we aim to deliver to at least 1,000 people each year. We have currently 9 career-ready logistics centres, and they're in Stockton-on-Tees, Grimsby, Northampton, Salford, Liverpool, Bristol, Crewe, St Helens and Southend. We have also, starting in September of this year, we're due to open some more centres, and they're at Skelmersdale, Warrington, York, Lincoln, Trafford, Wakefield and Wallsend. I think it was mentioned earlier about Skelmersdale, and we are actually launching our Skelmersdale Centre on the 22nd of June, so if anybody has a particular interest around there, please let me know and you'd be welcome to come to the launch. Okay. We have won awards over the years, and we attend SHD Future Skills Award in 2016. So, just to let you know, we do have some fantastic headline sponsors, the DAF Trucks, the FTA, and the National Logistics Academy as well. Thank you very much. So I do want to say thank you for that support that they've shown us. We also had some major sponsorship as well from DHL, which all helps. We do exhibit at the main trade shows as well, which gets our presence out there. We help to represent the industry and to attract young people. We do have young people that go to the shows as well from our centres. Now, when we talk about young people, we particularly concentrate on the 16 to 19-year-olds. So they're doing A-levels and they're at schools and the further education colleges. So career ready. If you like, Think Logistics work in conjunction with Career Ready, Career Ready deliver their programme on behalf of Think Logistics. So Career Ready is a national charity. We established in 2002, and our aim is to link schools and colleges with employers to help prepare young people for the world of work. Now, we don't just sort of make that introduction. We do have very much a programme that the employers can work to deliver their message, if you will, to the schools, but to help the young people prepare for the world of work. And it is a very structured programme that works very well. And I'll go into that in more detail a little bit later on. But we do work with over 250 schools and colleges across the UK, and we're supported by more than 4,000 volunteers from businesses. Now, the volunteers, there are a number of roles available to volunteers where they can interact with the schools and help develop the young people and the talents they need for the world of work. We aim to raise aspirations of the young people with exposure to the business world. And there's a number of ways that we do that. We're also cited in the careers guidance for schools. So just to talk a little bit about the Career Ready programme and how you as employers could get involved. Each school or college would have a local advisory board, which is made up of employers local to the school. Now, they would meet maybe 3 or 4 times a year, and this brings your professional expertise to the school and college and helps them guide. You can help guide them into what is required in the local area and how we can best approach other businesses and how we can bring together the skills of the young people and different projects that they might want to be involved in. So that it's kind of like the thinking group, if you will. So you'd be involved with the representatives from the school as well. It's also a great opportunity to network with the rest of the industry in your area. So that's the start of the programme. One of the main parts of the programme is mentoring, and this is where, as an individual, you'll be lined up with a student, and you will support that student over a 12-month period. So you would meet them approximately once a month, and you'd support them in their career development. It could be that they need help with confidence, it could be that they need presentation skills, or they're not sure which line of work to go into, and you can sort of talk through the ideas with them. But it really does help the student along when they've got that one person, an adult who isn't their parents or a school teacher. It's somebody else to talk to that they can trust and bounce ideas off, and it really does make a tremendous difference to the students having that mentor. There really are some strong bonds that are developed with that. Another way you could get involved is through workplace visits. We've all come here today and seen these fantastic things that are happening with great demonstrations, but to somebody who's at school or college, the world of work is quite a mystery at times. So the fact that they can go into a place of work and see what happens, it really, I mean, they say a picture speaks 1,000 words, but to be actually in a place and see it all happening, it speaks volumes, really. So workplace visits are very, very much the key to the programme. We also provide internships and work placements as well. We have a campaign at the moment, 140 hours is what it takes for a young person to transform, really. If they're exposed to workplace for 140 hours, which basically is 4 weeks' work, then it can make a real big difference to them. They sort of learn so much in that 4 weeks. And if you've given a young person that opportunity to do that, they're more likely to think highly of you when they go into the place of work. And the fact that you've given them that opportunity is just so strong for them. We also have a programme of masterclasses as well. Now these can be delivered either at the school or college or at your place of work. And these are structured classes. We do provide a pack, but how you deliver it is down to you. And it's about, they're universal skills that every young person needs. They're not specific to the logistics industry, but they are specific to the world of work. So they help develop the young person's employability skills. They're also a great opportunity as well for developing your own staff, in that if they deliver the masterclasses or are involved with mentoring, it helps their personal development as well. Okay. I think I covered everything on that. Okay, so think logistics and career ready plans. Our plans are to open 50 logistic themed career ready centres over the next 2 or 3 years, certainly the academic year 18-19. At the moment, as I said, we've got 9 and we're due to open 7 more this September. So we're on track so far. We also aim to have over 1,000 people on the 16-19 programme, and we're also looking to recruit 1,000 logistic volunteers who can act as mentors, be on the local advisory board, be masterclass presenters, and also to host workplace visits, or when the young people are on their worst placements, to supervise them. So what's the benefits for the employers then? Because we know that this is a great programme for our students. What are the employers' benefits? Well, it gives you an opportunity to work directly with the schools and colleges and the young people. It's been said several times today that yes, we really need to engage with young people. But for an employer, that can be quite difficult to do, to just sort of turn up at a school and say, do you know what, I want to be involved. And where do you start? What do you do? What sort of involvement can you have? So with Career Ready, we do have a ready-made package. And so it means that you know what you're going to do. It's very structured, there's a timeline with it all, and it's there ready for you to deliver, if you will. It's low risk, it's a cost-effective professional development because your employees who are delivering the programme, they learn from that experience as well. Schools and colleges are the hubs, really, of the local environment, and the fact that you're partnering with certain schools, it enhances your business awareness. People get to know about you, they get to respect you, and they look to their local employers as support, really. So it gives you the opportunity to make that connection. We also have young people from a diverse range of backgrounds, and some don't really have the support to enable them to look at what kind of careers they want. So it really helps if your business is there and showing support for your local young people. Also, with Career Ready, you would see supporting a charity, and so it would help with your CSR responsibilities as well. So just a couple of case study quotes. There's a student here from Luton College who worked at Virgin Trains, and she very much felt part of the team, and she belonged in the company. And this was just with 4 weeks of work experience. But she actually said that it changed her life because it gave her the experience of being involved in the world of work. And although she'd had talks about it, it was only when she actually started working there that she realised the potential that was there for her. And just to quote Stobart Group, we'd encourage all businesses to engage with Career Ready. They have the potential to help us all make good and positive difference. And on top of that, they're great people to work with, which is a very nice quote, and we thank her for that. We do have an excellent programme, and it is very effective, but the only reason why it is, well, not the only reason, but the main reason why it's so effective is because it is employer-led. And we can't do it without your support. So we're here to support you, to encourage young people into the industry, but we can only do that if you give us your support and volunteer with us to become mentors and offer workplace visits and deliver workshops. So that is my appeal to you. But thank you for listening to this, and I hope that we can work together on that. Thank you.
Can you tell us what a logistics centre is? What's it look like? What is a logistics centre?
Okay. Well, with Career Ready, we have, as I said, we work with 250 schools throughout the country, and all of those operate as a Career Ready centre, in that they'll have a regional manager from Career Ready which will support the school, and they will all have a local advisory board which is made up of local employers, and they will deliver our programmes. So that's the masterclasses, the mentoring, they'll offer internships. So that's a centre, and a logistics centre is a Career Ready centre that specialises in the logistics.
So it's effectively in the school?
It is, yes, it is in a school, yes. Occasionally we do get a group of schools, like a cluster. Most of the time it's sort of individual schools and colleges. So it's effectively a Career Ready centre, but it's specialising with the logistics industry. That's the focus. And what we do in addition to normal Career Ready centres is that a logistics centre would also deliver workshops, and we can go to any school really and deliver a workshop to give a taster of what the logistics industry is all about. But we do build that into the programme as well when we have a logistics centre. So effectively all the employers that support the logistics centre will be from the logistics industry in all its forms really. Okay, thank you.